Right. The secret that I have learned in life is that spirituality is forced. This is what a lot of prophets don't tell you. Spirituality is forced. Spiritual hama yangu. It's not welcoming to be spiritual. Munyike mweya hakuna zvinhu zvinoita kuti kuva spiritual kunakidze. The reason being, kuva spiritual kunoita kuti uzive the original intent of God over your life here on earth. So if in the physical the devil fights you to not have a car, if in the physical the devil fights you to not build a house, how much more do you think he will fight you in the spirit when he knows that in the spirit realm, that's where you will locate the reason of your existence or the reason why God blessed you here on earth? It means people are fought in the spirit 100 times more they are fought in the physical realm. That's why being spiritual is not entertaining. There's hardly any person under the sound of my voice today that I can point at that has ever in their entire life prayed consistently for 5 months. There's no single person now inside here that I can point at that has prayed consistently right for the next 5 months. Ndakunamata a minimum of 2 hours every day. It means being spiritual, it's not easy. You must force yourself to be spiritual. The moment you begin to force yourself spiritual, that's when you begin to access spiritual codes that enable you to sit in the eons of time to now see the original mind of God over your life, to now understand why you are going through what you are going through, to now understand what is beyond your situation right now. Those things are accessed in the spirit, and these are the things that the devil doesn't want people to know or to have. So the devil doesn't have a problem with you buying a car or buying a house, because even worldly people that don't even know God, they can buy a car, they can buy a house. But for you to know the reason of your existence, that you can only know when you assess the reality of being spiritual, the devil will fight to make sure that you don't achieve that. Because the moment you achieve that, you gain the ability to imitate God, so you become a dangerous human being. What do I mean? You become an insane person. What do I mean? Unongoa munhu wekuti parikuona vamwe madziro iwe uri kuona door. Unongoa munhu wekuti parikuona vamwe divorce iwe uri kuona marriage chimira. Unongoa munhu wekuti parikuona vamwe church yako ichidona iwe uri kuzviona uri mu National Sports Stadium. Spirituality is forced. Force yourself to be spiritual, because it's not easy. If you force yourself to be spiritual, that's when you understand Mark 11 from verse 22 to 24. Mark 11 verse 22 to 24, what does it mean? Mark 11 verse 22 to 24 says, if a man believes and you say to that mountain, move from there and go into the sea, and he believes and does not doubt, it will be so. For what a man asks for in prayer and believe that he will have it, he will have it. Saka Jesu zvaedza kureva pepe aedza utoroti mumakorido emunyika emweya mune level runosvikwa nevanhu vanopengeswa naMwari. Utanomira panapa katarisa rorese rikadona. Utanokubata chituko chakaiswa 1902 mudzinza mako chikadamburwa newe wakazvarwa 1997. Saka tiri kuti spirituality inoda kuforsa. Usafunga kuti zvinhu zviri easy, inoda kuforsa. Unofana kuva munhu anozviforsa kuva spiritual. Unopesira wagraduata in the spirit realm. Kana wagraduata in the spirit realm, then it becomes easy for you. Now, why is it that is paramountly important? It's because of the next point. Human beings on earth don't realize that cities and societies are controlled by demons. We mean to say, if you go to Mbari, behavior yevana vemumbari inokonzereswa nedhimoni remumbari. Ukaenda kubudiriro, behavior yevana vemubudiriro inokonzereswa nedhimoni rebudiriro. Now, chisingazive vanhu ndechekuti 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 4 inotaura kuti the devil is the god of this world. The devil controls it. The devil is not in the system of necessarily wanting to harass individuals. The devil is into harassing a system that drives individuals. So instead of him attacking 10 people in Southampton, you would rather attack the community of Southampton. Kuti vana vese vemuSouthampton vaita addiction yevodka. Instead yokuti Satan attack vanhu 10 mubudiriro, you either attack the system that drives budiriro, kuti vana vedu vemubudiriro vaite ma-prostitutes. So it means it will now require a man that prays to not deal with individuals, but to deal with the system that the devil has placed to control communities. So nowadays, the prayer prophets have built their churches on addressing individuals. They are no longer intercessors. So they are no longer praying for Mbare to be liberated. They are praying for 10 people coming from Mbare in their church to come, and they demonstrate 1 or 2 things. They leave offering, and to them they are okay with life, not knowing that the more we don't address the forces behind the scenes that are controlling communities and societies, the less and less of our children will fall in love with God, which means the more false prophets will rise. Ma false prophets anowanda kana muma communities ruoko rwa Mwari rusiri kutambanuka. Jehovha vakapenyera Mbare, vanoshanyirwa vana vemuMbare muhope naMwari. Hakuna munhu panyama anoramba chiratidzo chedenga. Ndesaka Paul paRoad yeDamascus akataura kuti ndairamba sei chiratidzo chedenga, ndatarisana naJesu. Akatendeuka. Saka tikuti nevana venyu zvekare vakaoma musoro vari kutipa problem izvezvi, it will take simply one divine visitation yengirozi inoshanyira mwana wako akupa problem muhope, mwana yeye akachinja. That's why when you look at it from Mark chapter 5 from verse 1, Jesus Christ of Nazareth addressed the demons that were fighting the city of the Gadarenes. But it brings me to the next point. Madimoni anocontroller my societies, my communities, they don't listen to prophets. They don't listen to pastors. They don't listen to evangelists. They don't listen to apostles. They listen to men and women that pray. But what you must understand is that there is a difference between a demon listening to a person and a demon doing what that person has said. So prayer on its own can give you spiritual authority for demons to listen to you. But that's where we end as Christians. And that's where the failure of entire concoction of Christianity has led us astray. The reason being, we are now filled with churches that have got prophets that carry the ability to have demons listening to them. But they don't realize that when you pray, you get authority for demons to listen to you. But for them to do what you have said, it doesn't take prayer only, it takes holiness. Let me explain what I mean. Ukangova chimudhara chingofamba umurodi chakapfeka marengenya ochingwendawo chachiri kuendawo, obva waona twapana tuchitamba twechikuruombi chana panguti wafana tune ma16 17 years, iwe uri mudhara pamwe ane 60 years uri kungofambawo. Then obva ati mapana uyai panapa. Apana pata anzi chiko namutaro ande tinzo ndaro right apana manje pamashops apa inonitengera muko apana anokuti iwe mutare ndawa kanishida kuti jairire ipapo iwe sara kuti jairire ndokubatika dare. But ukaona apana wane ma16 years wachitamba pakona uri mudhara ne 60 years obva wasvika neRange Rover Sport obva ati mapana imuyai pano vanouya ukavati mhanya unotengera muko pamashops okay mudhara mirai mudhara ndikudzoka. Why? Auna stature yako ni mashikiro ako. Saka in the realm of the spirit, prayer aite maprofita mpinga. Holiness ndio inaita mprofita mpinga munyike mweya. Saka ukava prophet anongona matachete. Mademons unongocho ati iwe. Anzi chiko na balance uya. Wechinziko tarukudezo. Toita sei chama. Papa Munea, even